It's that time of the year again. It seems everybody has something to celebrate, whether it's Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year, or all of the above and more. For a woman experiencing hot flushes, it can be a time of lowered self-confidence or embarrassment. Let's see if we can change this. You're listening to Menopause Natural Solutions, episode 141, Party Time and Hot Flushes. Welcome to Menopause Natural Solutions, your podcast for all things perimenopause, menopause and beyond. Stay tuned as your host, Naturopath Jennifer Harrington, explains how to use natural therapies to find your ultimate health and happiness during your transition. Hello, Jen here. I can see my social calendar quickly filling up as the year creeps closer to the end, and I'm sure yours is too. So today I want to chat about tips and tricks to help you not only survive this time of year, but also encourage you to get out there and have some fun. So let's chat about these tips to help reduce your chances of flushing at a celebration. The first thing to consider is your clothing. Make sure you choose an outfit that can be laid up and down to help you regulate your temperature. Look for breathable and quick dry fabrics. Did you know there are clothing ranges that specialize in fashionable options for women transitioning into menopause and struggling with temperature control? I have no association with any of these lines, but I thought I would share a few examples. Cucumber clothing and Become clothing. There are also fashionable jewelry lines that focus on cooling you down. Hot Girl Pearls are one line. Their freezable jewelry may just be what you need to stay cool. The Ember Wave bracelet is another option. Do you wear makeup? If so, you might like to consider putting a primer on underneath your foundation to help keep the rest of your makeup on when you start to sweat. For this reason, it's also best to use waterproof eyeliner or mascara to avoid nasty black smudges down your face. Perfume is a toxic mix of chemicals. Do you really need to wear a scent? If you do, consider wearing an essential oil. Many reputable essential oil companies sell hot flush or menopause blends centered around clary sage. This has the added benefit of smelling nice and reducing your symptoms of menopause at the same time. Make sure you prepare well beforehand. Have you packed everything you need? Do you know where you are going? How are you going to get there? If driving, where will you park? You want to minimize rushing around on the day, and you really don't want to be running around last minute, as this can also trigger feeling hot and bothered. On the day, get ready well before time. Heat in the form of showers, baths, hair dryers, hair straighteners have all been known to trigger some women. Try a cooler shower and leave time to get ready and cool down before getting dressed. Before you leave the house, have a large glass of water and consider putting a dose of electrolytes in it. Look for a clean electrolyte product with no artificial colours, flavours or preservatives. You lose electrolytes every time you sweat, so it's important to top them back up. And many women find preemptively adding electrolytes in reduces their frequency, intensity and duration of their sweats. Aim to arrive at the venue early. If possible, can you find a well-ventilated, less stuffy place to sit? Once you have found your ideal location, breathe. Paced respiration is a breathing technique to reduce hot flushes. It's as simple as counting to 5 on the inhalation and 5 on the exhalation. You can do this from your seat or go to the bathroom if you want added privacy. When it comes to getting a drink, The two most commonly ordered drinks at a special event are coffee and alcohol. Both are known to trigger the sensation of flushing. Maybe a glass of water or a herbal tea is a better option. Certain teas are beneficial during menopause, and these include, but are not limited to, sage, chamomile, green tea, and fennel. For some women, all forms of hot drinks trigger them, so an iced tea may be a better option. Water is always a winner. You may want to dress it up as sparkling water with fruit or mint in it. In regards to alcohol, have you noticed if you can tolerate some forms better than others, or are you best to avoid it altogether? The most common form of alcohol to promote flushes is red wine. Some women find they can tolerate white spirits better, such as a vodka or a gin. Please make sure you don't overdo it, or else you're setting yourself up for a sleepless night, complete with palpitations and night sweats galore. Food is another problem. If you are eating out, is there something on the menu that contains protein? Protein helps balance blood sugar levels. Imbalanced blood sugar levels not only promote hot flushes, but it can also increase anxiety levels, and many individuals find social gatherings stressful enough. Specific food triggers vary for each woman, and it's best to avoid all food sensitivities at the same time, as you don't want to trigger a digestive emergency or additional wind at this point. Common triggers to consider include spicy food, gluten and dairy. I hope you find these hints and tips work and you have a fun flush-free holiday time, but just in case, you may want to pack a small handheld fan. Have a wonderful holiday period, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Menopause Natural Solutions. This podcast contains general information about menopause. It is provided as a guide, and it is not intended to replace medical advice. Opinions of guests are their own, and this podcast does not endorse or accept responsibility for statements made by guests. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please share it with a friend.